So first thing, just tell me the name of your Bubble app so I can authorize the plugin for free. But basically it's this, in the editor it's after the ID equals something. So this one is called Adzuna XML, and then I can authorize your app so it can use this plugin for free. So one thing I've realized is, one thing we'll have to figure out is, in this example database here, I've got a job table similar to your job table, but I've stored everything as texts apart from the date. But obviously something like a salary could well be a number, and a salary minimum could be a number, salary max. So basically, this is, at the moment, this is what the plugin expects. It expects everything to be of type text. And in your job table, it may not be text. It may be of a number or something like that. Or it could even be a referenced object. So the company, which at the moment is expected to be a company text, so like the name of company, in a Bubble app database, it could actually be a real thing like company. So I think the way to do this is to create, when you want to populate, when you want to, I think the tidiest way to do this will be to create another table called Adzuna job table and populate into that job table the values you want, because one of the things that has to happen is, obviously in the spec, the contract type can only be permanent or contract. This can only be, it has to be, there's certain values which have to be legal. So these values have to be passed in to, as these values here. And the sales frequency can only be hour, day, month, and so on. So, but because it's XML, you can just pass anything. So any string. So what I'm saying here is, so when this is the example editor, in here, convert list, this is my search. I'm going search through my jobs table. I'm going, just show me the live ones. And it's of a data type job. And then I've just mapped all of these across, but so geolong, so this is really, copying in the documentation here is really helpful. So you can read here what the values actually need to be. So what am I saying? It's basically done, and here's how it would work. Basically, click a button and you can see the XML that's produced. In real app, in order to publish it, you would have a back-end workflow here. You'd create something like this, you'd make it public, you'd make it a get, you run this sort of thing here again, and then you return the data from the API like this with this type of content type, and that will produce a URL which will look something like this. So this is the URL you would supply to Adzuna. So at least this will get you. There's some questions about how the questions you've got are, if in your database you store salary as a number, which is quite likely, how do we want to treat that? Do we want to? I can change these to be numbers, and that's fine, but it's to suit you. But I think in reality, though, what you're going to want to do is create a table which is a kind of a copy of your job table, which formats the values in that table to be the right values for Adzuna. Because Adzuna, you might be storing a country of, United Kingdom. They want UK. You might be storing remote, is not remote, as a Boolean, as yes, no. But and then that'll work as a yes, no, but they want to receive a text of either 1, yes, or remote. They don't want to receive yes, no. So have a think about that. And it's like salary frequency can only be these legal values here. But maybe in your jobs table, you store them as an option set, in which case that's option sets don't mean anything to XML. So I'll make sure this is all public, and I'll send you the links, and maybe we might have to have another quick conversation about the best way to manage the different data types to map them into here. So when you come in here, when we come in here, we can do it. You can see it here, mapping in the data types here.